Hey everybody, it's Noob-Toob time. Hi everybody, it's Vic from SpyTV, and yes, it's another Noob-Toob video. You'll see I'm outside today. It's because it's Mother's Day and there's a lot of commotion inside with my kids making breakfast for my wife and so on. So I thought, let me just get this done quickly because I've got to call my mom too. And yeah, so anyway, this Noob-Toob is going to be about the Brachypelma Emilia, which is one of my favorites. I've just got a sling not too long ago. But it's a special video as well because I've asked a couple of my friends in the Facebook, YouTube community to give me a hand with this and send me some little clips about their tarantulas, their Brachypelma Emilias, and so yes, it's a bit of a collab that I've done, my first collab ever. And thanks so much to Dave from Eerie Arachnids, Andrew from Andrew's Tarantulas, and Karolina from Karolina's Tarantulas. I'll put their names on when I do the video, when I put their videos in as well. But if you haven't seen any of these people's channels, please go and subscribe to them. And are really great channels. All of them have got fantastic footage and are really quite knowledgeable in the hobby as well. So definitely have a look at either one of those three, or all of them, and subscribe to all of them. They're all fantastic channels. But just before we start, why I'm doing these Noob-Toob videos is pretty much for the new guy out there that's wanting to maybe go get into the tarantula hobby. Because when I did, I didn't have a lot of information to go on. I actually really hadn't really started looking at watching YouTube very much until after I'd actually had my first casualty in the tarantula hobby. Yeah, so these videos are geared more towards people that are looking to get into the hobby, because it's very important that as a new owner of a tarantula, you know what kind of species it is, what its requirements are, what the things are that you need to do to make it, to give it a decent home and a happy life. So very important. So hopefully these videos will help somebody out in making a correct choice when it comes to their choice of tarantula. Good. So anyway, let's get on to the videos. I'm really excited about this. Right, and this is my addition to the video. This is Zorro, and she will be featured a little bit later on in the video, but let's get on to Dave from Eerie Arachnids.
Hello everybody, Dave from Eerie Arachnids. We're doing a little help for SpyTV here, my good friend Vic. This is the Brachypelma Emilia, named Haley. We're going to try and feed him, see if he might be interested in this waxworm, maybe not. He's been flicking ears quite a bit lately. I don't know what his problem is, but Vic asked me to do a little video on these for him. So they are the northernmost of the Brachypelma genus. So, and they are on the western side of the Sierra Madres and the Occidental mountain range. That's generally where they're found, both in the dry coastal forests and in tropical areas and inland. They were first described in 1856 by White, and they are definitely one of the CITES protected animals. Let's see if he'll tongue feed. Again, this one's named Haley. And Vic just got a little sling. I think this is why he wanted me to do the video, because you can see mine's about 3.5 inches. He's not hungry at all, so that's I'm expecting him to be popping up on a molt sometime in the near future. Their optimal temperatures, now this is generally their average, where they're from, is about 75 to 82 Fahrenheit, 24 to 28, but those temperatures can dip depending on where they are located. Of course, probably closer to the water, or the Atlantic side, they're going to be a little bit warmer. When they're a little bit more inland, they may be a little bit more cooler, especially at nighttime. So, yeah, very dry enclosure. I don't spray it down. He's got 2 water dishes. He likes to rearrange everything in his enclosure. So I'm going to send it back to Vic. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you guys all later.
Thanks a million, Dave. It was really great to hear from you and to hear all the knowledge that you've got on these little creatures. So yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to help me out with this video. Now it's time for Andrew from Andrew's Tarantulas, and let's get on to his little video.
Here is my Brachypelma Emilia female, juvenile female. Unfortunately, she is in pre-molt, so she isn't showing her best colors. Now, if you want to know how you can see if a tarantula is in pre-molt, now look at that bald spot. It's really dark, so she's close to a molt. And but that's how you can tell a tarantula is in pre-molt and in the later stages of the pre-molt. I think this girl will molt within between now and a week or so. I think these are really suitable for beginners. They're easy to care for, just dry substrate, water bowl, give them enough substrate so they can burrow if they want to. My female didn't, but hey, who knows, maybe she will after the molt. And they're not defensive, so yeah, they can kick some hairs, but most Brachypelmas will, really. So yeah, really suitable for a beginner.
Hey Andrew, thanks buddy. I really appreciate that video. It was really great of you to participate in this little collab of mine, and I really appreciate you doing that. And now it's time for a very special lady by the name of Karolina from Karolinas Tarantulas, and she's going to introduce her Brachypelma Emilia and give us a little bit of information on her. So Karolina, over to you.
Hi guys, Karolinas Tarantulas here, and I want to talk to you about the Brachypelma Emilia and why I think it's a good pet tarantula. So here she is. She's really beautiful, so if you want a colorful tarantula, then Brachypelma Emilia is definitely a good choice. She is very docile and sweet. She is a little shy, but I wouldn't call her skittish. She has never flicked hairs or given me a threat posture, and she is very hardy, so even if you make a few mistakes, then she will forgive you. She is easy to care for, and she loves her crickets. The only time she refuses food is when she's close to a molt. They get around 6 inches, so they get pretty big, so if you want a big tarantula, then this is the perfect choice. And she's out a lot, so if you want a tarantula that you can watch, then Brachypelma Emilia is a good choice. But make sure that if they want to hide, then they should have enough substrate to dig, or a hide in the enclosure, so they can make their own choice if they want to be out or not. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this as a beginning tarantula, because I think they are lovely, and this was one of my first tarantulas. So here you have my Brachypelma Emilia.
Hey Karolina, thanks so much for that video. It was really great, and that tea of yours really has such nice vibrant colors after that molt of hers that she's just done. So you can obviously see why the Brachypelma Emilia is such a sought after and loved tarantula in this hobby. Also, it's just because of their nature. Their natures are kind of soft and docile. They're nice, big and chunky. So, yep, what a beautiful tarantula. So, but you guys are all awesome. Thank you so much to Dave from Eerie Arachnids and Andrew from Andrew's Tarantulas, and to Karolina from Karolinas Tarantulas for helping me out with this video. Just to mention as well, there were a few other people that I did ask to help me with this collab, but unfortunately for them, they had some circumstances that came up in their daily routines, and a couple of the guys got sick and were really not well enough to be able to give us a hand with doing the video. So although they wanted to do it, but So, but there'll be more of these opportunities, I'm sure, in the future, because I am going to try to start doing a few more of these Noob-Toob videos, and it'll be nice to have more of you guys joining in and giving me a hand with doing these videos. So anyway, but thanks again to all three of you, and now it's my turn to give a little bit of information from my side. So let's get back to the studio. Pico, I need some more lessons. Right guys, and this is my Brachypelma Emilia sling, and you'll see how tiny it is. This is probably got a leg span of about 1 centimeter, or not even a third of an inch. But obviously this is why I needed to get some of the other guys to do their little videos, because then you can see the a bigger specimen with obviously how its coloration looks and so on. But as Dave said, they're obviously a protected species in Mexico because of how popular they are in the hobby. They say that, or in some of the research that I was doing, they're popular because of their striking colours. They're not really skittish at all, so they like to be out in the open for the most part, so you can see them very nicely. Plus they've got a nice gentle and docile demeanour, so the non-confrontational side of it's quite nice as well. So, you know, for somebody that's new, that wants a big spider that's nice and colourful, that you can also pick it up and handle it without too much chance of getting bitten. That's obviously a very nice combination for everybody that's you know, looking for a spider to begin with. Obviously, look, they do kick hairs from time to time as well if they feel threatened, but they're very, very unlikely to resort to delivering a bite. So I suppose that those things, or those criteria, probably make it one of the more preferred ones in the hobby for beginners, and for that reason they're very, you know, they've become quite endangered in Mexico, where they come from. The problem is that now that they are protected, there is still a bit of smuggling that's going on now. The guys are trying to smuggle them out because of how much they're worth. The Brachypelmas are known for being a little bit more expensive, and this one's no exception. But, you know, as you can see, because it's so small, there's no coloration or anything, so yeah, so you can't really tell much of a difference between this or very many of the other terrestrial slings out there. But yeah, anyway, but I thought those were some decent facts for you guys as well. So anyway, but thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to check out the videos, and I hope it was an interesting one for you, with a little bit of a laugh here and there. And yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers then, goodbye.